Greetings, everyone. Welcome to Confused to Focus TV. This is a place where we gather to come together so we can go from being confused and frustrated to having great clarity. I am your host, Coach Lekeisha, and I'm so excited for you to be here with us on today, for us to go have an amazing episode today. But do me a favor, family. Make sure you subscribe to this amazing channel and definitely like and share. And definitely lean in, take your pen and paper, and let's get into it because we're going to have another great episode for us to move forward into great clarity. The title of this episode is Navigating from Fog to Find Focus, family. And it's important for us to be able to do this together. So we're going to get into it today, and I'm really excited about it. Now, mind you, last week, we had a conversation on how we can understand our frustration and definitely begin to understand it's a process of building. And it's really sacred because by being clear and being aware of what's happening is a great point for us to be able to move forward into great clarity, to understand how to change it and how we can move forward into what we wanting to do moving forward ahead. So we're going to have a great conversation on this week and talking about how we can build this effect, family. So we're going to go ahead and lean in. Now, I definitely understand a lot of times our common experiences are really being in a stuck place, whether it's for health, whether it's relationships, whether it's just boredom. And I'm telling you, we are usually bored, especially when we have our amazing children who are transitioning from school and, going into college and going into their way of life. And, we're kind of like empty nesters. We're at the house just really wanting to know what we're going to do. We've already finished our career fair. We're graduated. We're already retired, right? And, what now? What do we do? Sometimes we forget what to do because we haven't been without for a while. Taking care of everyone else has really been our mantle and really been our process, right? But at the same time, what do we do now? How do we rediscover ourselves and finding our identity? Well, I'm here to help you out a little bit. So we're going to go into it, family, and for us to rediscover really our brilliance, for us to understand what our purpose is today. So I want you to lean in. A lot of times we're feeling stuck. A lot of times it creates a fog. It creates a point of not understanding who we are. And honestly, we're really unclear. It's heavy. It's frustrating. I'll be honest with you. We get mad. We get upset. We really get fearful because we haven't been in this place of lack. And it's really lackful because we're just not knowing what to do moving forward. Well, I want to tell you this. You're not by yourself. You're not the only one. We all go through this struggle. We go through this way of thinking that we just really don't know what to do. And I'm here to calm your spirits a little bit, just to let you know, you might feel this way today, but I promise you, it's just a season. You're going to lean into what you really want to do. And it's really being to really your purpose in heart. Honestly, what you are really created to do, whether it's being a baker, whether it's being, an author, a publisher, or whether it's being on a film screen, whatever it is. It's something that you desire to do. So we're going to rediscover it. We're going to rehash that back into your viewpoint and for you to actually know what to do moving forward ahead. So let's lean in, take your pen and paper, begin to write out what you truly love to do. That amazing spirit that you had when you were younger, where you really wanted to be the president of the United States, or whether you wanted to be an all-time baker, whether you wanted to open that business. Let's go ahead and rehash that. Let's write that down. Write it down. And I promise you, it's going to be something that you can rediscover to yourself because it's really, truly who you are. It's who you are because it was in your spirit so long ago. And it's something that you really need to be focused on today. So I really want you to do that. Let's lean in, family. So you have that written down. You already know what you're going to do. Let's move forward into the next step. So now I really want you to begin to discover exactly what you want to do with that amazing gift, that amazing talent, whatever it is. Begin to write out what the next steps are. What do you want to do with that gift, that talent? Whether it's a baker, whether it's a musician, whether it's the president of a company, or whether it's the president of the United States, whatever it is. Let's go in detail. What does that mean? What does that all mean? What do you want to do within it? Do you want to be a vegan baker? Just for example, do you want to be a publisher as far as a slew of books? Do you want to own the company when it comes to that? I'm just giving an example. Let's go in detail on what you want to do with this gift, this talent that you have. As you go in detail, let's go ahead and write out, who do you want to serve? Who do you want to begin to help and assist with this gift? For example, if it's the baker, what do you want to do with being a baker? Do you want to open up a business, a bakery? Do you want to begin to make cupcakes, cookies, whatever it is? Let's go in detail on it. And therefore, think about the people that actually want to receive your cakes, okay, your cookies, your brownies. Think about where you want to actually sit down at and go into the locations that, if it's the fair, if it's actually in your house, do you want to actually build a online store? Do you want to actually build a storefront? Let's go in detail on that. And then the next step is actually take action. Begin to have your plan, your blueprint. If you need to go get more education on that particular craft as a baker, if you need to get more information as far as maybe having a mentor when it comes to this craft, a coach, whatever it is, begin to write that down in detail. And as you go through this process, you're going to actually continue to build with it. Taking this down. Remember, you're writing this all down, right? So begin to have your I am statements. I always say that. I am smart. I am great at this. I can do all things. Begin to change your talk. It's important for us to do this. This is very vital, because if it might be in the past, you've been shooting yourself down, saying that you can't do whatever it is that you want to do. Saying that I'm not good at this, I'm not great at this, I'm not smart, I am actually stupid. Watch your words. So begin to tackle that by saying the opposite. And that's how you're going to actually begin to eliminate this part of your life and actually begin to break it. You always want to do that, because those patterns that's in your mindset, that saying those things to yourself, is actually being able to keep you hostage. And that's what you really want to be broken. You want to have broken for yourself. This is Coach Lekeisha. I'm all about telling you what I know. This is something I had to personally do for myself. Like when I began to be a coach, when I began to actually understand that I wanted to do this, wanted to do it in a mass audience, I wanted to be able to create this. So I had to do this for myself too. And I always have to remind myself of who I am. I can do this. I'm great at this. I can achieve success. I have to begin to say that over and over again, because I had to really minimize the negative thoughts and patterns from the past, especially if it has become a momentum, right? Especially if it's become something that's reoccurring. It's only because it's something that you've been able to rehearse over and over again. So I had to tell myself that. I had to tell myself I can't. Pretty much that silence everything that is opposite of that. And I'm just telling you, this is going to be a great process for you as you begin to build. So moving forward, it's important for us to begin to actually begin to move forward into this. Really changes our feelings. It really changes it, and it begins to bring about something that we truly want to achieve over and over again. Your words become different. The people around you become different. I'm telling you, the things that you want to do become different as you begin to say this to yourself, as you begin to rehash what you desire versus what you don't. And I'm just telling you, this is a little bit of what I had to do in my process, how I became to becoming a coach, how I became to become a speaker, how I became to become an influencer, how I became to become somebody that is really sold out to what she wants to do. I had to go through this very process, begin to rehearse this over and over again, the things that you want and the things that you desire as you begin to build. And that's how you're able to minimize the fog in your life, and you begin to have great clarity as you move forward. It becomes clear. You won't be overwhelmed. You won't be frustrated, confused. All of those things will not happen as you begin to tackle and actually say the opposite of what you desire. Say that what you want and what you want to achieve each and every day. And I'm telling you, this is a great process that you can continue to have each and every day as you begin to build your business, as you begin to build your organization, as you begin to build your community, as you begin to move forward into this. So, like I said before, all you have to do is follow these steps. Begin to have your plan, whatever it is you want to do. That's number one. Write it down. Begin to go in detail exactly what you want. If you want to be a baker, a business owner, if you want to be a musician, whatever it is, begin to write that down. And then the next step, begin to actually go in detail as far as what you want to do with that gift. Begin to have it described. And as you begin to describe it, the next step, begin to get around the people that really are able to help you and assist you with that. As you begin to do that, your surroundings are going to change, right? I'm telling you, it's vital, because as you're around the people that are just like you, they're going to be able to champion you. They're going to celebrate you. They're going to be your win-win team, and they're going to be able to help you through it all. It's your mastermind team. You're going to be able to connect and continue to grow and create. And that's how you're going to deal with it. And as you begin to go through this process, family, you're going to be able to change your way of talking. Change it, because you had a momentum for a long time saying the opposite of what you want to achieve. You're going to say the opposite, family. Say that you can achieve it, that you can build it, and you can be great at what you want to achieve. And as you begin to go through that process, the people around you are going to change, and the people who are connected with you are going to change. And you're going to have your support system, and you're going to have the people that champion you on each and every day. That's what you're going to do, family. That's how you're going to minimize all the negative talk. And that's how you're going to become even more clear each and every day. And you won't be overwhelmed. You won't be oversaturated in your market, because you know what? You're going to see that you're known to be who you are. And you're going to be great at what you're doing. I promise you, it's going to happen. It really does happen just that way. And guess what? The people around you are going to change, and they're going to champion you on, because you're in your niche, you're in your purpose, you're in your process, and you're going to be able to achieve everything that you want to achieve. I'm loving this, family. So what I want you to do is begin to document this for yourself. Begin to replay this over and over again. Begin to tell yourself this over and over again, because as you begin to have this process for yourself, you're going to rediscover your why, and your purpose is going to be hashed for yourself, and you're going to continue moving forward into your process and play. I truly love this, family, and I really want you to lean in for this, because you deserve this. You deserve success. You deserve to have everything that you want to achieve. I promise you, you do. You're going to have a great process for yourself, because your purpose is meant to be, and it's meant to be moving forward within yourself each and every day. I love it. So family, this is what I want you to do. I have this amazing book called How to Get Unstuck, Confused to Focus, the revised version. It's a process of life that I had for myself when I began to be overwhelmed and definitely frustrated with life, and not really knowing my next move and not knowing what to do. This particular book is really a great book for myself and for others, because you're going to be reignited with your why, your vision, and your purpose, and you're going to understand how to move forward into it. This book truly is really a process for myself, how I began to rediscover who I am, and how I began to understand my identity, and how I was able to move forward into today's date today. I'm so excited, family. You definitely want to grab your copy on my website, IamLakeisha.com, and we're going to be able to connect with each other. As you begin to go into my website, you're going to see all the amazing events, all the amazing courses that I have, and definitely you're going to be able to lean in and connect with me moving forward ahead. I'm looking forward to connecting with each and every one of you. Thank you so much for this time for ourselves on this Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I love this, family. I appreciate each and every one of you. You already know how I have my shows, and all you do, lead with confidence, understanding, and love always. Always know that you win. Always know that you can achieve success, and always know that you deserve everything that you're willing to be in. I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a great day, family. Thank you.